It all culminates now. So this game was so obscure. A board of this was not found until 2019. There it is. It was unemulated for the longest time. But a board was found and dumped in 2009, right before 2019, not 2009. Right before COVID. Man, why is the title so small? Can I make that bigger? Sure, whatever. Because, like, the Hardcore Gaming 101 article mentions there was a game... The article was, like, written before this game was found. And, like, their research said there was a game called Destroyer. But, you know, you gotta say the full name of this game. The Destroyer from Jail. You always have to refer to the full title of this game. That's the law. And not to hype this game up too much, but I think this is this is Philko's magnum opus, because they did not stay in the arcade business for long. Like, they released stuff like Turtle Ship and Diger. Did they do Diger, or was that a different company? I think that was Philko. They're releasing a bunch of middling games, and then I guess article also mentions that one of the artists on this game actually got training with like some people from Tecmo, which becomes very evident when you actually play the game in terms of design. Also, there is a flyer that Chubo bought and scanned. Thank you, Chubo. It was to be distributed in the U.S. by a company called 4J International, a company we know very little about. They also distributed another game that will probably come up later. Spoilers. I like this flyer. Just, you know, we couldn't get like actual screenshots. Let's just have artist renderings of what the game looks like. It's like that one ad for Power Moves or Deadly Moves or whatever it was called. If you remember that from magazines back in the day. Cuba, thank you for the 93 months. And this game is just a fucking... It's a fever dream. Like, it's hard to imagine... It's hard to believe, like, this game is actually real. Because there is so much, like, happening on the screen that, like... It looks fake. It really looks fake. Like, there's no way this is an actual game that got released. But allegedly it did. So let me... Also, this game's audio has always been, like, kind of bad in terms of volume levels. Like, the music is... Or not the music. The voices are really low. I tried playing with like the audio sliders. It's still kind of low. I'm gonna have to like pump up the volume for this intro. I gotta show the intro and then just go right into the game. I'm in service mode for some reason. There we go.
The Destroyer from Jail. 103. Follow me.
I don't know what the golf has to do with anything.
I'm the boss, and I'm K. Remember, I'll hold the world in my hand. Ha ha.
Don't be kidding yourself.
Oh man. Okay, so as far as I can tell from that intro, yeah, the president's just playing golf in the office, waiting for the Destroyer to get out of jail. So they locked this guy up in jail, presumably for, I don't know, he must have murdered people. And they decide that this guy killed so many people, he's gonna be a natural to take down the evil SDK, which was the name of that Dr. Wily looking guy. He said, I'm the boss and I'm king, but somebody pointed out that it sounds like, I'm the boss and I'm gay. And I can never unhear it now, so thank you, whoever said that many years ago. So their entire plan is to not use the police force or any military. We're going to bust one or two, because this is a two-player game, one or two guys out of jail, send them out in the streets, and go save the day. You know, give them a gun, give them rockets, they'll be fine. Surely nothing could go wrong with this plan. Anyway, let's play the game. So, like, the first thing that really sticks out... Wait, hold on. Is my volume good? Yeah. First thing that sticks out is just everything that's going on in the background. Okay, I'm getting shot. There are so many bizarre advertisements going on. We got the cat CULB with the Power Scorpion. Le Buffet. And you can kind of see this game... It's not a Ninja Gaiden clone. Not an arcade Ninja Gaiden clone, but it kind of feels like it has some influences in the design and how, like, you can jump up to higher levels. Joy Cartural. But yeah, it's not a beat 'em up. It's a it plays like Narc, kind of. Like you've got a gun, you've got rockets. Oh, female enemies. Zigzagmon, hot dog. Like every screen is just filled with the most bizarre advertisements. Almost every screen. Like the game manages to deliver on that front to just make you want to see like what happens next. I actually don't have that much time. It says I have like 5 minutes and 62 seconds or whatever. Time is a huge concern in this game. We'll get into that later. Obviously, I'm not... this is just a casual play. We're not actually trying to 1cc this. This game is not easy to 1cc. I think I'm still the only one that's done it legit. And by legit, I mean without glitches, which is... Oh, that's another thing we gotta go over. Also, these enemies. They sound like babies when they die. I don't know where they took that sample from, but... Oh god. I'm about to die! Okay. I think the next hit is gonna kill me. Better use my rockets! But yeah, you can blow stuff up to get items back. Like those bullets give you more ammo. What do you think the 30,000 does? Any guesses? The answer is absolutely nothing. It gives you no points. It's supposed to give you 30,000, but it doesn't. Okay, POW gives you health back. Oh man, I love cigarette. Xeno. What does that say out there? 89 rock. An ad for AC/DC. QD12. I love the QD12 police station. That's not going to be the last mention of AC/DC either. Oh yeah, I am playing on the player 2 side. There is a reason for that. I gotta remember to do the show off the glitches later. I'm running out of time. I'm not even at the boss yet. Born to fight. Law deal. Yeah, this is... That's the RoboCop death noise, by the way. These are things you would not get with AI nowadays. Heavy Metal Army. And that guy's from the cover of the...
I'm fine, thank you.
Hold on. We gotta hear it says. You hear that? How the hell are you, baby? That's none of your business. Dot Level! Hey, thank you for the big host. Short stream. Thank you very much for the raid. We're playing the finest arcade game ever made. You like it way too much. Anyway, this is the first boss. He's almost dead. Whoa. That last hit did a lot of damage, but I didn't die. Alright, into the truck. You always jump into a truck at the end of the stage. I still don't know what that voice is saying. It's saying like, let's embark aboard our next mission. But remember, say no to AIDS. You see any ladies in bikinis, just say no to AIDS. Like I said, every screen in this game, every stage is just... it's just... What the fuck are they doing? Sheriff Ramby! Hey, thank you for the 13 months. And now we got a new enemy, we got... Like I said, this game has, like, the most unhinged selection of enemies. Like, in the first stage, you've got, like, regular dudes, old 1930s gangsters, robot ladies, ninjas, guys throwing knives. And now you've got football players throwing bombs. And there's Big Pig. Also, again, shoutouts to AC/DC. That's the front man of AC/DC right there. Not Yngwie Malmsteen, no. Hey, remember when we mentioned Quiet Riot? Mental health? No, Quiet Diet, mental help. How is this game real? Like, this game's been like dumped for like 7 years, and it still seems like a fake game. Every stage is a treasure. Oh yeah, this stage is always run out of ammo. Oh god, hold on. Get a neutral jump. That clock right there, that is the only instance in the entire game where you get extra time. Something the rest of the stages actually need, but they don't give it to you. Okay, there's a truck right here. The strat here is don't scroll the screen too much. Yeah, Galloping Ghost put this on the floor like a year ago for T20. So if you go forward, the truck just kind of shoots you. Maybe this stage has less in the way of like background stuff, but yeah, it feels like they were definitely inspired by Tecmo's Ninja Gaiden with the way you can like leap up to higher platforms and stuff like that. Like I said, one of the artists was actually like, there was like some joint partnership with them and Tecmo for like a very brief period. So I guess they like learned some stuff from Tecmo. That's what Hardcore Gaming 101 claims, anyway. And I can definitely see it here. Anyway, this boss is weird. Couple robots. I'm gonna see if we can do the thing. Also, yeah, you have rockets. Oh, I killed him too early. Alright, well, I can show the glitch later. The real ones know what I'm talking about. It's kind of tough to set up, but... Anyway, I'm out of ammo. Which means you can only fire one shot at a time. Oh, that's one thing I should have mentioned. A gameplay thing. Enemies in this game, every enemy in the game, and bosses included, have this weird... they go into a stagger when they're like one hit away from death. Like, you can always tell when an enemy is one hit away from death, because they'll stagger backwards. When they're in that stagger state, they can't kill you. They can do damage, but they can never take off, like, the final hit point, which is weird. Anyway, welcome to Xenon. This stage introduces the pirate enemies, which are probably the most annoying enemies in the game, because they don't have much startup before they fire, so it's hard to deal with them. The best thing you can do is, like, get above them on the Y-axis and start shooting, and hope they walk into it, like their bullets are lower to the ground than you. We've got the Barfing Hippo. New enemy type, the Native Americans. Oh god. And there's Pang Bomb! Pang Bomb is an enemy, but you can't kill it. You gotta just let it, let it collapse on its own. Come on. Why is it still walking around? Anyway, we do run into a big problem in this stage. There's not enough time to get through this stage on one credit. Hold on. We got hecklers. Alright. Yeah, the timer, it ticks down very fast. And like I said, stage 2 was the only stage that actually gives you, like, extra time. So, basically, like, routing out the 1cc in this requires you to take deaths, because I want to say it's possible to do, like, at least this stage on 1 life, but I've never been able to do it. That's a good face at the top. Oh, new enemy, the bumper cars. I don't know if they're sentient or if there's just a little dude riding inside. It's hard to tell. I'm about to die. Okay. Oh. Okay, well, I got hit by the Pang Bomb, but I don't know if you saw what happened there. I had 0 hit points, and now I have 1. When you walk over a landmine or get hit by a Pang Bomb, it automatically brings you down to 1 health, no matter how much health you have. Which is a weird way to do things. So yeah, if you have 0 health, it just brings you up to 1 health, which is... makes no sense, but, you know... Either way, you're probably going to be, like, 1 hit away from death. I've never, like, fully understood how the health bar works in this game, because sometimes, like, you'll take a hit, but you'll lose no life, but then you take a hit and you lose 2 hit points. It's like, whoa, what's that dude doing up there? And sometimes, yeah, your life bar will get brought down to 0, but you'll still be alive. Yeah, I'm gonna run out of time. Oh, let me get those 30,000 points. Wait, sorry, nothing. Oh, I have no more missiles. Okay, there is a 1-up on the stage. Where is it? If I can actually get to it. Oh my god, those enemies don't get staggered. Am I alive? I'm alive. See, I've got 0 health, but I'm alive. Womp womp. No, that was it. Now for the continue screen. Why don't you try again? You'll succeed the next time. So there's a... I don't know if the people on that screen are, like, mad that the Destroyer from jail is being sent to the electric chair. Or if they want him to be released. I'm getting very mixed signals on what's going on there. You know, Ninja Gaiden had a fucked up continue screen. Like, this is not quite that fucked up, but it's just very, very bizarre. Also, that lady screaming, I think that's the noise if you accidentally kill the hostage in RoboCop. And that's the Narc clown laugh, which I think was taken from somewhere else. What's the name of this guy again? Piero. Also, you got Ronald Ruck and Ricky Rouse at the top right. I missed. The thing with the rockets is, like, they deal damage per frame, so you want to, like... You want to hit the entire boss with a rocket. Okay, that guy's dead. Maybe. Sometimes it comes back. Go to hell! I don't know why he hung in the air for a while. Anyway, there's 5 stages.
Let's think about the next.
Stage 4 takes place inside a brewery. Yeah, the the flyer showed like Budweiser, but here it's Bulldozer. They didn't change Miller though. Also, shoutouts to Golden Tee Golf. Also, Bush. Don't think about Bulldozer. Don't think about whiskey either. This is another stage where you don't have enough ammo and you don't have enough time. Like, you pretty much have to lose a life on this stage also. I think that's Ray Charles. Okay, I'm taking a lot of damage. Beginning of the stage is nasty. What is... That guy's, like, walking through the wall. Alright. Oh shit, it's the Hat Squad! Squad up! Alright, I'm definitely gonna lose a life early. Better use my missiles. Stars. Somebody was laughing. Did you hear that? You boys shouldn't fight. You gotta be different, like these destroyers from jail. Destroy the tables. So one reason I'm playing as the Player 2 character is the health bar doesn't display properly on the Player 1 side. Like if you get extra hit points, it doesn't show them. They're still there. It just doesn't show them. But there are also some other glitches that can kind of affect Player 1, but don't affect Player 2, which is... sometimes this game just feels like it's held together with, like, duct tape and a prayer. I want those items. I like how the enemy shots can hit the barrels, too. Transhin. Are you guys gonna jump up here? Thank you. I know, this should be a stream classic, but it feels like I haven't played this in a while. Maybe because this is a very stressful 1cc. Like I said, I was gonna play it on my birthday, but I figured, you know, I'm going to... this is coming up in Push to Reject really soon. Now, Player 1 and Player 2 can't hurt each other, thankfully. Oh god. Oh god. I'm stuck. Cave girl. Man, I'm gonna have to... This is gonna be like a 3cc. Free time. Liz. You can't shoot the bartender. The bartender, he's committed to his job. Yeah, I don't know why there's a laugh track. Also, when this game was first emulated, it didn't have the voice samples. Like, they had to, like, redump the ROMs. Like, the game was already pretty great, and then, you know, couldn't hear the intro, but being able to hear the intro made it even better. We're not getting the full Destroyer from Jail experience. I'm out of missiles. These fucking big guys, the Duffies. That spread shot pattern is awful. Oh my god, I can't... Okay. Rockin'. They're Duffies in spirit. Rockin' fire. And who's the boss of this stage? It's... Is that supposed to be Billy Joel up there? The name of this boss is Elecman. I'm not making that up. He shoots bullets by playing his guitar. And he turns bongo colored when he gets shot. He's actually not that hard a boss. Oh, and he can breathe flames. Obviously. It's like Prince, Billy Joel, Little Richard, all thrown in a blender. Oh god. I said he was not hard and he's about to kill me. Yeah, there's a lot of scaling here and there. Like they made... Whoa. Those flames stay active for a while. There was a lot of scaling in the intro. Why don't you try again? You'll succeed the next time. This game is very positive. They want you to put more money in. Hey! That's also the voice bosses make in eSWAT when they die. There's like a couple things stolen from eSWAT, especially in the next stage, unfortunately. Big time bonus. Nice and tech about the next mission. I love that truck fucking drifting in. Alright. This stage isn't as funny as what's going on in the other stages. Also, one thing, there's a police siren going on. And that goes on for pretty much the entire stage. Oh god. Big pig! Okay. Also a new enemy type, the bomb-backs. Kendo stick guys with rocket launchers on their back. I mean, it's not as funny, like, background-wise. Like, it's, there are no advertisements for bulldozer beer. And also, some other stuff happens in the stage we probably should not talk about. I don't think we passed it yet. Damn it! Big pig! Get down here. Come on. Got him. Oh, there's no health here. Right when I was on screen. Yeah, I was trying to get it off screen. Shit. Enemies sometimes get stacked up on in places they're not supposed to be too. Sometimes you kill an enemy and they fly up to the top of the screen and they don't get down immediately. Oh fuck. An enemy wasn't even on screen. Also, the rockets, I think they usually do 2 hit points instead of 1. So the bomb back and the football guys are... Oh my god. Some of the most annoying enemies. Some of the most dangerous enemies. I'm just gonna use all my rockets. You get them back when he dies, so better use them. Shit! I know, this isn't a 1cc. Shit, I'm dead. The stage is fucked up. I guess I should get this ahead of time. So, what do I, like, seriously think about this game? I mean, as much as I love this game, I don't think this is, like, one of the best games ever made, because it's got a lot of jank to it. At the same time, this is a genre I wish we saw more of. The belt-scrolling run and gun, because whenever you see, like, belt-scrolling games, they're almost always beat-em-ups. Like, you know, there's Narc, there's Aliens, Konami's Aliens. You can play King of Dragons as a destroyer from jail, like if you pick the wizard or the elf. But I don't know, I wish there were more belt-scrolling run and guns, because I think they can be pretty fun. And like I said, I was willing to put up with a lot of this game's jank just to figure out if this was actually 1CCable. I'll succeed the next time. And nobody has like an official like name for these types of games. Like, you know, beat 'em ups, people just call them beat 'em ups, or hack and slashes if it's like Golden Axe or whatever. Oh, we got a new enemy, the Chinese zombie Frankensteins. So now I just call them Destroyer from Jail likes. Because everybody knows Destroyer from Jail. Obviously. I just think it's the funniest thing to call it. Shit. These Frankenstein enemies show up, like, literally at the end of the game. Like, this is the last area. Fuck. Oh, I'm still alive! No, I'm dead. I'm dead. That was the Narc laugh! Alright, there's STK. Damn, this old man is durable. Well, fight him like every other boss. You could barely hear it, but there was like a voice going, "Don't kill me, please!" Except, like, yeah, Dr. Wily's a robot. His attack pattern doesn't change in Phase 2, you can just do this. It's kind of an underwhelming final boss. Did he get staggered? He's dead. Also, you can glitch out the background at the very end of the stage. Alright, we stopped SDK. Go to hell! Get back in the truck. Thank you! That's the thank you from RoboCop.
I knew you'd succeed at the end. Now you are free.
Now you are free. So there's no staff role in this game. Instead, they just introduced the cast of characters. The Black Mask, the Pang Bomb, Jacket Man, Mini Cart. I hate the eye on this font, by the way. M1N1 Cart. Wild Knife. Wood Hill. The little dudes on stilts that sound like babies when they die. Mapian Boy. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Little Cat. Foot Bomb. Also, it feels like all the sprites were, like, scaled down and, like, they weren't scaled down very well, so everything looks like shit. Ninja Dog. Oh, yeah, Mapian's supposed to be Mafia. You're right. Leg Hook. Big Pig. Frankens. Hawk Claw. Bomb Back. Do the shuffle. Crazy Gun. Iron Cover. You're going through the bosses now. Piero. There he is. Alec Man. He's got green slime around him. And SDK. What a cast of characters. What a game. Awkward. What are we waiting for? I actually got on the high scores. The default high score is actually kind of tough. But a full 1cc is like over 2 million points, so... There we go.
Destroyer from jail.
I was gonna say the, oh, let's watch the intro again.
1003, follow me.
And then we'll do the glitches.
I'm the boss, and I'm K. Remember,
I'm the boss and I'm gay.
the word in my hand. Ha ha.
Don't be kidding yourself.
Some awful audio pop on the, don't be kidding yourself. And yeah, sometimes people got really confused by this, because sometimes in two-player mode, if the screen like forces you to move up, they do like a little crouching animation. You can't do that on command, but everybody was like going nuts trying to figure out how to do that. Apparently it's just kind of automatic if the game like forces you to move forward. We didn't even see the time up. I like that high score display. Anyway, let me load some states. Huppy up! Because it takes time to get into the truck at the end of a stage. So you can do something like this. Go to hell. Oh, the boss is dead. Get in the truck. Get in the truck. And then the truck just leaves without you. Except, it said game over. Stage 1 clear. So note I was on the player 1 side.
Let him take over the next mission.
Well, let's go into the next stage. And then player 2 comes out. And here's what makes it even weirder. Well, for one thing, the little displays at the top for like the bullets and the rockets didn't load in properly. But because the game overed me, it thinks I'm dead. And it thinks I'm invincible when I'm not. And this completely confuses the game, and as long as you don't lose this last life on the player 2 side, nobody will fire at you. So the entire rest of the game is basically a free 1cc. It's basically free target practice. You can still run out of time. But there is a 1-up on this stage. There's a 1-up on stage 5. So you can get health back. But for the entire rest of the game, as long as you don't go back to the continue screen, I think the enemies are just eternally confused. Quiet diet metal help. And you know, if you do it on the player 2 side, it's kind of the same thing. So Grace, thank you for the 100 bits. Yeah, you have to use player 2 controls. But it only happens... This glitch only happens if you're on your last life. If you lose a life when you have like more than 0 in stock, it does take off that life when you die at the end of the stage, but you will not be invincible. So it has to be done on your last life. So the other thing, of course, we make mention of this every now and then. There's a glitch on this stage with this boss. Basically, we tried to figure this out for the longest time, and I eventually cracked the code, I think. You have to destroy one of these bosses when one of the other bullets is, like, over them, like that. And it creates a bongo clone. A yellow-skinned man with the red palette pops out of the Player 2 boss. Now, here's what's really confusing. Whenever this happened in old versions of MAME, it would just instantly game over you if you're on the Player 1 side. I can't get it to work anymore. Like, I can get the bongo clone to come out, but it doesn't actually, like, game over the Player 1 anymore. But that glitch would never... It would never happen on Player 2 side when I tested it out. And so I was making new save states here on the newest version of MAME just to make sure I was all set, and... Yeah, I can't get it to do that anymore. It's happened to me before. It's happened to Chubo. Chubo streamed this back when this game got added to MAME. So it's happened to multiple people. But I can't get it to work again. It would just, like, no matter how many lives you had, if the bongo clone showed up and died, it would just game over you. Yeah, see, it automatically moves you up if you don't move. So I don't know if they actually fixed the bug. I don't know if that happened at some point. Kind of weird. I didn't spend much of the credit at load time, huh? Also, like I said, when you have a boss down to 1 hit point, he can't kill you. See how I have 0 health and he keeps shooting me? Help you up. Thrillmania82. Hey, thank you for the 12 months. Walk over the landmine to get a hit point back. Ugh. Anyway. But yeah, you will lose a life if you have, like, 35 seconds or whatever left on the timer. Yeah, I gotta try that glitch on Galloping Ghost Cabinet if I can make it back out there. Anyway.
The destroyer from jail.
That is everything you need to know about the Destroyer from jail.
1003. Follow me.
Yeah, how is it as a game? Like I said, I like games like this. I like belt-scrolling run-and-guns. I wish there were more of them. I think the game's funny as hell. It is an experience. Like I said, though, it's not balanced very well. Like, the stages are too long for the timer. Because it is damn near impossible to route the stage out so that you can actually, like, get to the end of the stage within the time limit. But if you start with 3 lives and you get a 1-up on stage 3, you get a 1-up on stage 5. Like, there's just enough lives so that you can take, like, 1 death to time on 3, 4, and 5. And maybe, like, 1 more death. But if you're trying to go fast, like, everybody's gonna shoot you up. So it's a difficult balance. Anyway, did this game deserve better? You know what I would say to that. But we gotta make our judgment on this. Anyway. I gotta say, that's too many 5s. I'm not even giving this a 5. I like this game, but I can't... I can't in good faith say that. Well, yeah, this is awkward now. There were more 5 votes than 4s. That's wild.
3.
Well, half of the votes were for 3. I'll tell you what. It still wouldn't have gotten, even if like some of those 5s converted to 4s, it still wouldn't have been like anywhere near enough. I love this game, but I do fully acknowledge that there are problems here. There are a lot of problems. Of course, I'm willing to look the other way.
4.
It's just such a fascinating game. Like I'm glad it was found. I'm glad it was dumped. I'm glad it was preserved forever because it's something else for sure. I'm a fake fan. Not giving it a 5.